Jesus is saying what you are snacking on and hoping for that to be to you. That's what witnessing to this woman at a well was for me. And I now have to bring you into how to really eat. And to eat is not what you take in. To eat is what you pour out. I am having to change your mindset to an assignment mindset. A breakthrough is going to come once you realize God is not trying to bless you for job's sake alone. He sent you there for an assignment. And you've heard me say it as always, when you take care of his business, he'll take care of yours. He just got done ministering in Samaria to a woman at a well. She is now run off. She's ran off. She left the water pot and she's running to the village to say, come see a man who told me all about me. He may be the Messiah. While she's gone telling the village, the disciples come and they're like, hey, this lunchtime, where's your food? And he begins to shift their attention from natural means, natural mindset, to an assignment mindset. And he says, my food is to do the will of the one who sent me. He considered the assignment to be food. What does food do? Food, it fills you, it fuels you, right? What does Snickers say? You're not yourself when you're hungry. So when you're hungry, you eat so you can become yourself, the best self. You don't want to go into a long day without with being on an empty stomach. So you eat food. Food becomes your sustenance. It's what fuels you. It's fulfillment. Jesus is saying what you are snacking on and hoping for that to be to you. That's what witnessing to this woman at a well was for me. And I now have to bring you into how to really eat. And to eat is not what you take in. To eat is what you pour out. I am having to change your mindset to an assignment mindset. The mindset they are stuck on is what's happening for them. Jesus, let's leave this place. You need to get food. They're stuck on themselves. The notion that Jesus says, listen, he says, lift up your eyes. It signifies that looking down is to have an inward focus on myself. And the reason I cannot be used in the harvest that's coming is because I'm stuck on myself. Nobody wants to acknowledge this, but majority of your prayer closet has nothing to do with people around you. Majority of the prayers that you are holding God hostage to is about yourself. And you can't see the harvest that's near, and you keep putting off your time for the assignment. You say not now for months because you are waiting for God to meet something for you first, and then you will answer the call to join him in the assignment. God has been blessing you, and none of that blessing required an assignment. None of that blessing required a yes. None of that blessing required work. None of that blessing required you to answer your call to ministry. So now that God is talking to you about an assignment, you're saying, nah, this assignment stuff is optional because it wasn't required for me to get blessed. What you need to understand is the next level of nourishment, food, fulfillment that you've been able to get without an assignment or without a call. That next level is going to require you to join him in the call. Because the next level of nourishment, fulfillment, the next level of what I did, there's another level of favor you can't get to unless you engage in the assignment, because you don't understand how he uses favor as a tool in an assignment. You don't get that. You think favor only personally benefits you. So there's a favor you've been praying for, but you've been also saying no to the assignment. And you can't complain about the favor, the power, or the anointing somebody else is operating in when you don't match their yes. You are choosing to have an if about your assignment when there was no if for them. They moved into it, and guess what they are now walking in for the assignment, the thing you are asking God for. But you are choosing to level off on what else you can experience, because there becomes times when the next level of what you're praying for was based on an assignment. So this is where we're growing up. And we're growing beyond an entitled mindset where I just want God to bless me, but don't talk to me about joining him in nothing. But God says your food at this level is going to be based on doing my will.